Hello? Is this allowed?
It's time!
It's time! Here it is. Here's a video y'all have been wanting me to make, and it's how I feel about Impala. My thoughts, my opinions, my personal experience. This is just me telling my side of the story, how I feel, all that stuff. Welcome to my channel. My name is Karen the Carrot. So I've been seriously roller skating for about like 2.5 years now, and it's been one of the best decisions I've ever made. But just a little quick like background story. So my first pair of skates that I got like recently that introduced me into this whole world now were some like shitty Chicago skates, and I got the black ones because I wanted to paint them. So I got them. I don't know that wheels were plastic. I don't know that the plate was plastic. I don't know that the toe stop was plastic. I just had 30 bucks and I wanted to skate. So then fast forward like a year. So I got those skates and then I moved and then I like didn't really skate on them. And then fast forward a year, I found them again and I just really like skating, and I was like, I wonder if I'm doing this right. So I googled how to roller skate, and of course I saw all of Planet Roller Skates video. I saw Indy, Jamma Jones, you know, and they were talking about like these skates, these Moxi skates. They're beautiful, colorful. So I decided to buy some, and it was during this time that when I bought the skates that I was transitioning to become vegan. So I remember having like the poppy lollies in my car, and then I had like the Jungos, which is like the leopard print one, and this one was like $300. These were like $180. At the time I paid $180, and I just felt bad. I was like, no, like I really love animals, and I don't think it's fair to me to like wear a dead animal on my foot for comfort. It's just like this whole like transition thing. So I bought the Jungos and I was so excited, and they were beautiful and I love them, right? And I binge watch all of Indy's videos, of course. And then I saw some of my friends were skating and they were posting it online, and I was like, hell yeah. Then I saw that Moxi Roller Skates was doing a giveaway. They were giving away a free pair of skates, like complete setup, and all you had to do was skate for 365 days every day of the year and post a picture or a video. And I did that. I'm so grateful that I chose to do the 365 challenge because I met so many like new skaters, new friends. There's a spider. I made a lot of friends. I visited a lot of skate parks, just, you know, skating every day, and it was just so fun. So after I did that, my skates were like in bad shape, and that's when I decided to save a lot of money to make my dream setup, which was the Doc Martin skates. And I have a video on how I made those. It's like my first video, and this is around the time that I was... Shut up! This is around the time that I started considering making a YouTube channel because it's something I always wanted to do. I always thought it was super fun to just like record everything. I don't know, I love pictures. I'm like a picture hoarder. That's why my space is always full. Daisy, shut up. While I was getting my skates made, you know, it took like a while. So I had no skates, and I had saved up like $600 to $700 to get that. I had saved so much money because I wanted the perfect setup. Also, I would like to note that when I was making these skates, there was no such thing as a vegan jack boot, so I didn't even know I could get that. So I was looking for a boot that would be vegan and that would be durable, and I just thought of Doc Martens because I've had them and I know that they make vegan boots, and this was actually my very first vegan boot that I've purchased from them. So I made them into skates. I got them at Wicked Skatewear, and I saw that they had the Impala, the holographic ones, and I had seen those on Instagram, and it was just like holographic and vegan and only $99. And I was like, what? $99? Like, hell yeah. So I purchased those, and I was so amazed by them. They were so comfortable from the start. They were really sturdy. They had a metal plate, and they were just super easy to ride. So I fell in love with them, and I just started skating in those until I got my dog skates. So my holographic Impalas were the first ones. I was like living my happy little life, you know, skating on my Impala skates and my dog skates. And then I saw these really like rad skaters who were like shredding up skate parks and Impalas and all this stuff. And I remember they tagged one of the people that work with Impala So I messaged them and I was like, hey, I really like your skates. Like, I don't know if like maybe we can work together, you know, like I can promote, you know, on Instagram. I was getting like, my following was growing too, and the YouTube. They were super nice, and they were like, yeah, like we're down to work with you. And then they sent me my very first pair of like PR skates. I don't know, I didn't pay for them. It was the black ones, and I was so psyched, and I just like love them so much. And it's been like nothing but love until recently. All this shenanigan happened. So yeah. So if any of you guys have seen the video that Queer Girl Straight Skates posted on her YouTube channel, it's a video of me, her, and Indy having a conversation about this shenanigan that happened, right? That's when everything went downhill. So this is what happened that caused everyone to go crazy over the Impala and like just drag them and do all these things. So I posted a video where I did the unboxing of the Impala, the voltage green skates, the super neon ones. And in my video that I posted, I talk about how I was actually in the ad, and they invited me to go to this shoot, and it was super like low key, like there was not a lot of details. They just said shoot, and we were like, okay. And they said they would buy us lunch, and they didn't. They actually just like had like this like shopping cart full of snacks and all this stuff. But it was fun. We shot this in like one of the like LA river ditches, and when I got there I saw the skates and I was like, oh, like that's what we're shooting, like that's cool. They had told me and another skater to wear our Impala shirts because we were also going to be promoting them, because the Impala shirts are really cute, and for a long time they were only being given to like the skaters for Impala, so they were gonna post them online and, you know, promote, blah 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 blah. So it was fun. It was like my first like professional shoot. Like they had like these big ass cameras, and it was just like again, you know, like to get like the perfect shot. But it was fun and I loved it, and I met like these two really great skaters from Australia, and like Impala is based on Australia, so like I was learning about I thought it was cool that like I knew someone from Australia, you know, I knew a couple people, and you know, like the cute little accents, and they say like funny words. I don't know, it's just cool to know like people from like other countries. And then recently the other skater, which also happens to be a person of color, found out that they and I did not get paid for that shoot. Everyone else was paid like real money for that shoot except us. So when this they asked me if I had gotten paid, and I was like, what? No, did you? And they were like, no. And then but everyone else got paid, and I was just like, whoa, like that's super shady. What do you mean? Like I felt like we were all like in the video or shoot like the same amount of time, you know, like we did take breaks. We were in the shoot, we did the same amount of stuff. And then so that skater was like, I'm gonna message Impala and ask them what the hell is going on. And specifically one person that runs the Impala account, they messaged them, and it happened that the person who runs the Impala account was on vacation. They were on holiday, and so like while we were trying to get answers, they were trying to get answers, the person couldn't really respond because they were on holiday. And then later I found out that this person hadn't had a vacation in like 2 years, so they were really excited to be on vacation, and then all this blew up, and it was just like, it was like a lot to handle, and people were like demanding like explanations, and just like some people were being like really aggressive towards Impala, and there's just like a lot of hateful comments, so they turned off their comments because they didn't want to deal with it, I guess. Like I feel that though, I run away from my problems all the time. While this was going on, while the person was on holiday, like they did message us and was like, hey, like I'm on holiday right now, like can you give me like a couple days to figure out what is going on. So apparently the person who was at the shoot too, who runs the Impala account, didn't know that not all of us were getting paid for this. So that was super sketchy. All of this was happening during Thanksgiving break. Like the next day was like Thanksgiving, Black Friday, and all this stuff. So it was just a lot to handle. And then I wrote them an email saying like, hey, like, I don't think it's fair that you didn't pay us, because now this looks like a racist thing. It looks like it's a race issue, that you did it, like everyone else was white and you didn't pay your 2 people of color that were there to promote diversity. That looks sus. That looks racist. And I know that this conversation makes a lot of white people uncomfortable, because then they start saying like, oh, it's not all about race, it's not all about race. But when you're a person of color and you feel like you're not being treated equally, it becomes a race thing, because it's so sad, but like we're used to it. We're used to it. We're used to being below white people. Like, it's a history thing, and it sucks. And you know, like when I found out, I was just having like a lot of emotions, because I just felt like disrespected. Like I felt like I wasn't valued as a skater. I felt played. I felt pushed to the side. Like it happens with a lot of like race things. Like, oh, like don't, like it's not a big deal. Like it is a big deal. So I was just like having all these feelings, like I'm like betrayed. Like apparently a lot of people thought that I was getting paid by Impala to make these videos on my YouTube and on my Instagram, but I wasn't. I did it because I love skating. I did it because I want to share my skates. Yeah, so I just felt like really betrayed, but I just waited it out, because this person said that they were on holiday and that they would get back to me and try to figure out what happened, what's the issue, why are we upset, which was a very good thing in their part to do. So we're waiting it out, we're waiting to see what happens, and then I get contacted again, and they were very sorry. They're like, we didn't mean this to look like a race thing, like we should have just, like if this was the budget, we should have just split it all evenly between all of us that were in the shoot, because it took time, it took like the whole day. They apologized, it felt really bad. And they told us to send them an invoice for X amount of money, right? So then I was like, you know what? Like, because I feel so betrayed and because I gave you guys so much promotion, I actually asked for more than what they told me that they were gonna get me. And because, you know, I felt like I deserved it. And then they got back to me and they were like, okay, like, we hear you, we're gonna pay you this much. And I was like, hell yeah, you know, like I shot my shot and I got it, you know, like I deserve more. So then I was like, okay. And I was just still like not posting anything on my social media about it because I wanted to see how things would play out. And then fast forward a couple days and I get another phone call from them and they're like, hey, like we feel really bad and we want to make it up to you. So we're going to pay you for all the events that you ever attended. And it was like a good amount of money, and I just thought that was like great. I thought that was like amazing that they offered to pay for all the events. So like I have a video where I did the Spider Fest, the Spider Fest, Surf Fest, whatever, in Huntington Beach. I'll link it down low. I just went because I wanted to have fun, and they actually paid me for that. So then the other events that I did, they started offering us skates. So they're like, who wants to do this event? We have this little like skate squad group chat. Who wants to do this event? Free skates to whoever goes. And I was like, sick, you know, like at least we're getting something. And they would also offer us to pay for our lunch when we did these events. That was cool. They also paid everyone else. So like in that video, I'm with my sister Melly and Scarlett, and they also paid them for that, which I thought that was amazing. And then in the skate community, there was this whole like thing of like, oh, like skaters don't get paid. But with all of this that happened, I feel like it's making, I'm a person that believes that everything happens for a reason. You know, everything lines up accordingly. Everything's always working out in your favor. I like that this happened because now other companies who use skaters for promotion know that we want to get paid. Because that was the main issue. The main issue is that, oh, you're not paying your people of color, but why not pay all skaters, like in all companies, like for all the work they do? So I feel like this was a great thing that happened. So future skaters who want to be, or for future companies who want skaters to be in their ads, like, now they know that they need to pay up, and they need to pay us for our hard work that we do, and like all the skills that we learn, because we love it, you know? Like, the best thing ever is to get paid to do something you love. Now you guys know what went down. The fact that all this happened and they actually ended up paying us like a lot more. All this happened right when I lost my job recently. And I was just super blessed that I was getting like some income, because me losing my job was so random, and it was so like heartbreaking, and I just felt like a failure and all this stuff. But I just kept positive, and I knew that something better was gonna come out of it. I'm done working in the food industry. I have a certificate for baking pastry, because that's what I went to college for, but it's just like not for me anymore. And now I'm doing this full time, and now that I'm doing this full time, like, I have to know my value, and I have to know that like I want to be paid, because this is my job now, you know, and it's doing something that I love, which is like the freaking goal of life. But I just want to say that Impala has always been so nice to me. Like, they have treated me so good. The fact that they have like a brown girl on their classic boxes spoke a lot to me. I was like, wow, they have a brown girl, hell yeah. She had purple hair too. And I know that they're coming out with inlines again. They're coming out with inlines, and there's like a brown girl on the box too, and she has blue hair, and I'm like, yeah, it's me. Not really, but yeah. And I don't know if you guys know this, but Impala has only been a company for 2 years, and they saw people skating on the beach, and they thought that they could like they thought they could make a business out of it, which is make money, and they did. They succeeded, and they've only been open for 2 years, and they're just creating affordable skates. Another reason why I stand Impala so hard is because all of their skates are vegan, all of them. I'm a vegan skater. I will only skate vegan skates. Yeah, I've tried on my sister's skates, but whatever. I haven't broken them in. They're not mine. Therefore, I do not skate in them. You know? I will try any skate. I will try any skate and review any skate as long as it's vegan, because that's just what I stand for. I don't see a lot of vegan skaters out there, but it's so important to me. Like, I love animals so much. I went through this whole like awakening with animals. Like, I got my little rooster tattooed because he changed my life, and I just like that, you know. A company can have vegan items and non-vegan items, and like that's okay, you know. But all of Impala's skates are vegan, and sometimes vegan people want to support an all-vegan company more than one that just offers a vegan option, and they're just trying to get money off the vegan skaters, you know? That happens. Also, a thing that like made me fall in love with Impala was that they did a collab with a person of color. Are you kidding me? That had never been heard of. Making a skate collab, like your own skate, like that had never been heard of, and they did it with an amazing woman of color. Like, that spoke to me, and I was so happy when I received the Merrill Rose Gold skates, because it makes it possible. Like, the fact that this happened means that it's possible. It sparks an inspiration. Like, if they can do it, why can't I? If they can have their collab, can I have a collab too? Like, maybe one day, I don't know. But the fact that they made it possible now just like brings more inspiration, and you know, it's awesome. I feel like Impala is also very responsive with their customers. Like, when they first came out, they had models wearing the skates, and they were trying to like come into the skate community to like help everyone out, and everyone in the skate community was like, well, why are you using models? Like, why don't you start using real skaters? So then what happened? They listened. They started putting real skaters. They started reaching out to us like locals. They started growing their Instagram, because the skate community like thrives on Instagram, you know. Everyone's on there, everyone's making their skate daily pages, which is awesome. That to me like said a lot. It said that they were listening. And then another thing was that a lot of like their skates were a lot of their skates were having issues with the heel ripping up. A lot of people were complaining about it, that why are they breaking and all this stuff. And apparently, according to them, with the coral skate, they improved the boot. It's supposed to be sturdier, and when I did put them on, they did feel a little bit stiffer. So they're supposed to be, they acknowledged the problem, and they said that from like the coral and on, like they're gonna reinforce all their skates, which is cool. But we also have to remember that this is a $99 skate. If you go any cheaper than that, you're gonna get a shit skate. You're gonna get plastic wheels, shit bearings, plastic plates, you know. So we have to remember that this is a beginner skate, and it's a good beginner skate. I personally have not had any of my skates detach or rip. Only the voltage ones. After like 2 days, I noticed there was a crack, and I messaged them and I took them back. And I still haven't gotten a replacement, so hopefully they can send me one. But they sent me another color to make up for it, for like the waiting time. So that's cool. Since they're trying to get more into the skating community, they were willing to give out, you know, people of color skates who they saw potential, who they saw could like represent their brand better. Also, like one thing that I love about Impala is that they're very active on their social media, and that just means that they like repost like more people like than other skate companies that I've seen. And honestly, like when a big company like that like reposts your little skate video or like your picture of you like rocking your new skates, like it means a lot, you know, like people get really happy about that. It makes their day, and that to me shows that they want to be a part of the skate community. They want to see us grow, want to see the skate community grow. They want to make cute, comfy skates. They want to like help this whole mission. And isn't the whole mission of this that we're doing is so everyone can skate, so everyone can feel the wind in their hair when they have wheels on their feet, so everyone can feel like that sense of relief from life, so everyone can feel like they're flying at some point. Like that's, and when you make affordable vegan skates like that, that helps the mission. You know, it's easier for someone to give you a pair of $100 skates than a pair of $300 skates. It's easier for parents to buy $100 skates for their kids who are, their feet are still growing, than $300 pair of skates that they're gonna outgrow. You know, it's just like, it's easier for a family of like 3 kids, it's easier to buy each pair of kid one pair of $100 skates than just one kid that has $300 pair of skates, you know? So like, they're making skating accessible, which is like, yes, you know? I know that $100 is a lot of money, and I can pay like, I can buy a week's worth of groceries with $100, you know? So it's still a lot of money, but it's still like more accessible. Also the fact that they're spreading worldwide, like they're selling them in like all these like continents, which is great because, you know, they're cute, they come in hella colors, so you can pick your favorite color or pick the one that matches your outfit more. Everywhere they're making skating accessible. The fact that they had a tour with skaters and actually paid them for their time. According to Indy, only one company has ever done that before. Only one roller skating company has done that before, where they pay a skater to travel the world and skate around and promote their product. So to me, even though Impala is only like 2 years, they're breaking a lot of barriers. They're making change, which is so good. And the fact that this happened just puts them on their feet more to be better. All I can do now is just wait and hope that they continue to do their best, that they really want to change as a company. They really want to have like the best intention in their company, you know, even though it's like owned by Globe, which is a skateboarding company. Like, look at how many skateboarders there are, you know, like kids who like have fucked up families get on their board and they go skate and they forget about it for a little bit. That's the same thing that we do with roller skating. I think it's fucked up to bully people based on what skates they're wearing. Like, that shouldn't happen at all. Like, if you see someone on wheels trying their best, then yes, support them, encourage them. Don't be looking down at them because they're wearing $100 skates, you know? And after, the saddest thing is that like so many people were commenting that they're gonna be embarrassed to wear their skates now. Like, they don't want people to look down on them. Like, that's not what the skating community is about. A lot of people talk about how supportive the community is. Like, we're always cheering people on, we're always encouraging people to get out of their comfort zone, to do crazy things that they never thought that they could, but we believe in them and we encourage them, and we just need motivation. Like, sometimes we just need some motivation. Sometimes we just need people to be like, go jump off that little curb, I know you can do it. And you're like, what? Like, I can do it, why can't I? You know, and you try, you fall, you get back up, and you do it, and the feeling of like landing a new trick is so, it's the greatest thing ever. And I don't want to see people bullying each other for what skates they have. I don't want people who just got Impalas or who are gonna get Impalas to feel bad for their purchase. Like, no, like, you're being brave. You're getting out of your comfort zone and you're putting wheels on your feet. And you know you're gonna fall, but you're doing it anyways because you just want to experience life a little better, you know? And yeah, I'm still gonna wear my Impala skates. I know that Impala was getting accused of promoting their skates to be skate park skates, but they clearly say that they're high quality beginner to intermediate skate. They don't really recommend them for skate parks, but if they're gonna support their skaters and their skaters want to skate the skate park and they're gonna repost them, you know, like, you should if they're a beginner skate and you're like shredding them at the park, then you should know what quality your skate is, and you should know that if you're always you know, if you're riding super hard at skate parks with these beginner skates, then know that they're not gonna last you as long, you know? But it's also like, it's their skate. They're gonna use it however they want, you know? Skate park skating is so fun, and it's just like riding a roller coaster that you made with your wheels. And don't stop people from having fun, you know? Just say, hey, if you're gonna park skate with these, they might not last you as long. And that's fine, because you get what you pay for. I really want to do a review on the coral skates because these are the improved ones. I want to see how long they last me. So far I've skated skate parks in them, and they are durable. I've slid on the toes and they didn't come off as easily as the other ones, so that tells me that they are improved a little bit. So that's cool, you know? There's always room for improvement. There's always room to change. And the fact that they were called out for this is like beautiful, because now they have a fire under their butts to do better and, you know, help everyone. Yeah, like on the race topic, have I had racist bosses before? Yes. Have I been looked down by white people? Yes. Am I used to it? Sadly, yes, but I shouldn't have to. But that's why we have these conversations, to make people of color heard. And I just think that that plus the skate revolution that's happening right now is like a beautiful thing. And every little thing that we do is like helping the whole world cause. All of us to just unite and have a good time. Stop making war, you know? I know that in this day and age, cancel culture is a very big thing, but not everything is black and white. You know, there's a lot of layers to everything. There's a lot of skaters that I've been talking to that have been mistreated and not being paid, but were manipulated into doing it anyways because FOMO, you know, the fear of missing out. And it sucks, you know? And we live in a freaking capitalist world where people need to get paid. We need to pay our bills. So I'm just really happy that all this went down, because now, me as a skater, I know my value. I know that I have to ask for it now. Hopefully other skaters realize that too. And now companies know to pay us equally, or else we're gonna burn things to the ground, you know? So that's cool. I would like to give Impala another chance because I want to see if they're willing to change. I feel like as a person of color, if I'm helping them, then this is helping all of us get more recognition, you know, make it more equal for all of us. Because other than that situation, Impala has been nothing but good to me. You know, they let us skate their ramp. I've made like 2 videos on it. I've been to places where I've never been before because of Impala, you know, giving me new experiences. And I mentioned that that they were offering us skates for whenever we did events, and we could choose any color and any size. And I actually took advantage of that opportunity, and I asked for skates in different sizes so I can gift them to people, because I want to keep spreading this roller skate love, because I think it's the greatest thing ever. You know, it makes me happy, it like releases stress. So it's just like they have a lot of opportunity, and like I said, they've been nothing but nice to me except for this incident, and you know, and they made it up. So I'm not gonna cancel them. I'm sorry if my opinions based on my experience hurt anyone, but this is just how I feel right now. I'm still like kind of confused, and like I said, there's always room to grow, and I just feel like I'm like at a higher vibration now where I don't like to hold grudges. I like to forgive them for my peace of mind, and then give them a chance to grow, because there's always room for improvement with anything in life. I just hope they learn their lesson and they do better, and you know, keep the skate community going, because that's what we want, right? All the skaters and all the skate companies, just remember to fight every day to be the best version of you that you can be. Live and learn, take chances, experiment, you know? We're all on this thing called life, and nothing's perfect, nothing is promised, and we just gotta go with the flow. So that's my opinion on Impala Roller Skates right now. I hope you found this video informative. Like I said, this is my point of view, these are my experiences, this is my life. I'm not lying about this because I don't see a point in lying, this is just my experiences. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you want to keep the conversation going, make sure to leave a comment. Don't forget to check out Planet Roller Skate for all your skate needs, from helmet to toe stop, wrist guards, accessories, laces, all that good things. And please subscribe to my channel for more roller skate shenanigans, because I'll be posting more often, because this is my job now, beach. Side note, if you like the beanie that I'm wearing, I made it and I'm gonna start selling them soon. So I'm gonna leave a link in the bio where you can buy them. And yeah, I made them myself. Support your local artist. Yes.